All right, hey guys, so we're going to start off by jumping in with the structure of the eye, okay? That's the first thing we need to know as we try to understand how to draw and paint them. If we don't understand their 3D structure in space, then we'll never be able to accurately depict them in our paintings. So, first thing we need to understand is what shape is it, right? Now, if I ask you what shape is an eyeball, you're probably going to say circle. Most people do. However, you would be wrong. If an eyeball was a circle, it would look like this, and that's not correct. Eyeballs are actually sphere shapes, okay? If it was flat, it would just look like a flat plane that would be evenly lit if the light source was a constant light. However, it's not. It's a sphere, which means it's going to be highlights and shadows and specular highlights, which is what gives the eyeball its form. That's the first thing we need to understand. An eyeball is a sphere, not a circle. Once we understand that an eyeball is a sphere, not a circle, we can begin to look at some more of the surface anatomy to really get the shape right. An eyeball is not actually just a perfect sphere. There is the cornea on the front of the eyeball, which is actually a convex shape, meaning it bends outward from the shape of the eye. And the iris itself, which is the colored part, is concave, meaning it bends inward or curves inward. You can see here in this picture, if I come over here and I'll circle it really quick so you can see what I'm talking about. But this shape here is curved inwards, right? Almost like a bowl. And the clear part on top of it is curved outward. It's a whole entire separate shape, right? The lens is curved outward and the iris is curved inward. And that's really important to keep in mind, because what that means is that when light is coming down from this angle, it'll be hitting the top of this shape and creating a highlight, while hitting the bottom of this shape and creating a highlight. Meaning that this down here will be in light, however this part will be in shadow. And this part up here will be in light, and this part will be in shadow. Hopefully that makes sense. That's an important part of understanding how to paint eyes. It's a big part of the structure. So when we're drawing these spheres then, instead of circles, and we're placing them in the head, it's really important to remember that, once again, they're not just flat. If they were flat, they would just sit on the front of the face like this, and that wouldn't make any sense. Even if they were spheres and they were just sitting on front of the face, our eyeballs would be sticking out of our heads, which would look ridiculous. No, they're spheres that are set into our sockets of our skull, and they look like this. Three-dimensional shapes set into our skull, with three-dimensional eyelids wrapped around them. If we can keep that in mind as we paint and draw eyeballs, that's going to add so much depth and believability to them. And like I had mentioned before, the eyeballs are the window to the soul. They are the most important part when it comes to rendering a portrait or a creature design. That's how we can tell, so many things about a character, their intentions, their morality, so many different things. Just by looking at the eyes, we can convey so much information. And the first step to doing that is understanding the structure. In the next lecture, we'll go over how to start drawing spheres from different angles and how to start thinking three-dimensionally. See you guys in the next one. Are you looking for even more content on how to become a digital artist? Then check out some of my online courses. There are over 50 hours of in-depth content, and they cover a range of topics from creature design to light and color, and from character design to digital painting. You'll gain access to a private Facebook group for students only, where you can stay motivated and get feedback on your work. Plus, I provide fully responsive support throughout all of my courses, and I offer a 100% no questions asked money back guarantee. So normally my courses range from $100 to $200, but subscribers can take any of them, anytime, any course, for only $12. And once you buy it, you own it for life. There's no time limits, no subscriptions, anything like that. So if you want to show your support and become a better artist in the process, then use the link in the description, or just use promo code YT discount on any of my courses. So appreciate you guys. Have a good one.